Okay, we're here in Glen Cove. Now the restrictions on the dining is officially in place. So that means that any fast food place, any eatery, you cannot dine in, but you can take out. And that went into effect 8 p.m. last night to stop this virus from spreading around. So we're going to take a look at some of the areas. I'm in Glen Cove again. I'm out because I had an appointment, so and they're probably doing the construction in my apartment anyway. It's loud as heck. It sucks, And if it wasn't for that construction, I had the appointment, so I had to go today, but I had to go out. But I wouldn't even gone out. It was raining too. I think the rain has stopped for now. So we're going to take a look at some of these restaurants here and see what things look like here in Glen Cove. We're going to look at Wendy's and we're going to look at McDonald's, and we're going to see what they're doing to enforce the drive-through. So people cannot go in the establishment. I don't think people can actually go inside. Though, do I see people inside Wendy's? Because I don't know. I mean, maybe people are allowed to go inside and order. So the governor was speaking, and I will give Cuomo tremendous credit. Now he's being, he's talking about the science, and I really appreciate that because, he was explaining the situation. And again, the situation is that this virus, we're worried about what we call a hospital saturation point, where there aren't going to be enough beds for people who are sick. So what could happen indeed is that there could be a flood of sick people, with this virus, mostly seniors, that are having the severe symptoms, the difficulty breathing. They're going to need to be put on ventilators, and we're not going to have enough ventilators for them. So that's the concern that we have right now. So right now it is closed inside, and I'll just show you that. See, the drive-thru is busy. I'll show you the sign. But there was somebody in there. I don't know why. There's somebody sitting down in there. There is somebody sitting down. It must be an employee. Yeah, there must be an employee, I guess. There's somebody sitting down in there having dinner. I don't understand that. Must be an employee. I'll just show you what it looks like. This is the drive-thru here. Show you the sign. So the dining room is closed to the public. There are people in there, though. I don't know. They must be workers. I'll just show you the sign. And we're not going inside. Our dining room is open. Okay. It says our dining room is open for carry-out only. So you can go inside, but carry-out only. So, because, the issue is I don't have a car. And what about the people who don't have cars that can't use the drive-thru? I feel like an idiot. If I use the drive-thru, I didn't have a car. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see what the sign says here. Now, dining room chairs are up in here. So let's see what they have. Then just use the drive-thru, take out. You can still get your food from the restaurant. Hopefully that will continue. But the dining room has to be closed. You can see it's all closed off. All right, it's take-out only service. We recommend this. We're offering our dining room is temporarily unavailable. So, drive-thru only. So, use the drive-thru. You can still get your food. Just use the drive-thru. Or you can use Uber Eats. Get it delivered so you don't even have to go out. You think I want to be out today? I don't want to be out. If it wasn't for the construction and my appointment, I'd be home, resting. I'd much rather be home resting. I know they're doing that. The sun's trying to come out. I know they're doing that construction, and that construction is going to be pain in the neck. So that's why, interesting what I'm going to have to do to eat today. I mean, I really would rather eat at home, but I'll have to wait until they're done, which usually isn't until after 5 o'clock. That's going to suck. So let's see what CVS looks like. I'm not showing those stores. So, these stores are open. CVS, Dollar Tree, they're open. But that's going to be it from Glen Cove. Well, I'm going to show you a closer look at where this fire happened. Oh, God, the smell is horrible. Oh. This is such a tragedy. So I'm going back out again because of the noise. like, I can't stay inside. I'm not like that, you know. Nobody's gonna force me to stay inside, unless I'm sick, of course. But, wow, this is horrible. Look at this. Wow. That is absolutely horrible. Devastating. So let's see what that sign says over there. Takeout and delivery only. I'm gonna go to my usual place and I'll have to sit outside today. That's all. It's not too bad out. The other thing I have for you is New Jersey just shut down their malls. Malls should have been shut down. When they did the shutdown of the restaurants last night and the bars and the movie theaters, they should have put the malls in there too. So they should have done that, but they didn't do that. So New Jersey did it. I expect New York will do it very soon. So, because we have to work together, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Because if New Jersey does it and we don't, guess what? Everybody's going to come to New York and crowd our malls up. The malls need to be closed. And I'll be showing you Broadway Commons today. It's open, because it should not be open, but I'll show it to you anyway. I know this is going to suck when the gravity's hitting me that, you know, all these places are going to be closed for, you know, it's one thing if it's a couple of weeks, but if it's months, this is going to be really bad. I only hope and pray that it's not as bad as Italy. Here comes the Patchogue train. You can look at it. So far it hasn't been as bad as Italy, but Italy is terrible. It's a train. So many people are on it. Yeah, it's pretty empty. Some people though, not a lot.
Now arriving on track 1, platform A, is the 3:26 p.m. train to Penn Station. Please stand behind the yellow line.
Meanwhile, is anything being done about that? No. No. Now, let me get away from him. Also, temporary revised waiting room hours because of the coronavirus. These are enclosed waiting rooms, so obviously makes sense. It's a small space, so they need to be limited. I'm surprised they're open at all. This guy, he's crazy. He's crazy. Ridiculous. That's what we deal with. He's bothering, he's harassing her now. He's gonna harass her now. Well, this is what we gotta deal with here. That doesn't take a holiday, unfortunately. You know, times like these, I really wish I lived in a house out east. I wouldn't be going out. If I had a house, I'd be having a barbecue in the backyard. I wouldn't be out in this, dealing with this, that's for sure. Should I call the MTA police? I think I need to call the MTA police. Gotta get away from him. Yep, this is what we deal with here in the middle of the island. Yeah. Well, he has no concept of social distancing. God, the train's coming. I want to stand back.
Now arriving on track 2, platform B, is the 3:30 p.m. train to Huntington. Please stay.
Hope this nut ain't getting on the train. We're going to find out in a moment. Oh, this train's kind of crowded, actually. Oh, it's not good. Great. This guy's crazy. I got to call MTAPD. This train is crowded. It's just what I'm trying to avoid. Really? Cushion's mission from the antisocial seat. Great. Yeah. I'm surprised the amount of people. There's seats, but I don't want to sit by anyone. It's supposed to be social distancing. There's too many people still going out. Too many people out. There's too many people out. I'm trying to keep my distance. I wish I had a house I could stay in. The yard. Look at all these bums in there. Oh my god, they're all over the place. Look at this. Nothing is done about this. Nothing's done. This bum's giving me this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy. He's just strung out. Look at this. Look at this guy. Hey, keep going. Welcome to Skidsville, folks. He's just strung out. He's just strung out. They're yelling at me. They're not happy I'm filming them. Too bad. How is this allowed? It's another one over there. Look at this. Another one. Another one. And the de Blasio's considering a shelter-in-place law. Nobody's keeping me inside as long as they're allowed to hang out. I'll tell you that. This train is crowded. There's people on it. There's a few people standing, too. There's too many people out. Nobody... I know people have to go to work, but... Look at how crowded this train is. Well, I'm going downstairs, so... Yeah, there's people standing. It's not good. Anyway, I'm gonna go downstairs and tell them. So, I mean, it's messed up because they can hang out in there, but we can't sit down in a restaurant and have a dinner. But they can hang out in there, right? That's what makes me mad. I mean, I normally don't get... I just got so mad. I'm sorry. Those bums that are sitting there. Between that and the one I just had to call the police on in Mineola, and they're out in force. How much worse is it going to get? No, I can't sit down and have a meal in a restaurant. It's horrible, guys. It's horrible. You know, if you're going to stop the spread of this disease, then the bums have to be in, you know? And there are a whole bunch of people in there returning their monthly passes. A whole There's like 3 or 4 of them waiting online because they're giving refunds. These people need to work from home. I don't want to be out here. If I didn't have to hear the constant hammering, sawing, and noises that in my place, I would be home. I wouldn't be out here. It's easy for people who live in houses to say shelter in place. You got a house, you got a yard. I got a tiny little apartment with the wall of a view, with the view of a wall. Nothing is keeping me inside. Nothing and no one is keeping me inside as long as I'm living there and dealing with what I'm dealing with right now with the construction noise. I'm still freaking out a little bit because when they keep saying these shelter in place, what is that? bldg wants to do shelter in place. We're going to walk through the mall. You can see if the food court's open. When the malls are open, I mean, it's like they should have just shut down all non-essential services. If they did what they did yesterday with the dining rooms, then they should have shut down the malls. And they should have also had a directive that any homeless people that are hanging out are going to have to go to a shelter. That's it. But are they doing that? No, they're not doing that. This is messed up. And the scary thing is there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. You can go to another state and you're going to face the same kind of things, restrictions. I understand why the restrictions are in place. I do. It's just I got to deal with the construction. That's all. Unless there's some kind of directive that they can ban the construction, which is I really wish they would do, is just ban the construction and any, no construction except essential, like Long Island Railroad and stuff like that, infrastructure. But if it's just construction and apartment buildings, then they should just ban it. They should just ban it. Then I could have peace and quiet. I wouldn't have to listen to hammering and banging, and I wouldn't be out here walking around dealing with the bums and wondering if I'm going to have to sit outside to have my dinner. Because I could have it inside, in my own place. And what's going to happen now, because you issue the shelter in place, people are going to panic again. Now in the United States of America, the police have no right to ask you what you're doing if you're not committing a crime. So keep that in mind for my friends in New York. If you want to go out and take a walk, don't let anyone stop you, all right? But you can't be around other people. You have to keep your distance from other people, all right? It's very important. I'll try to keep my distance from those. And then those bums were there. And then the train was crowded. I couldn't believe it. Took that train on Friday and there was hardly anyone on there. I'm like, oh, I thought it's going to be empty today. It was crowded. People just need to stay at home. You have all these people. Most of these people have houses. They can hang out in their house, have a barbecue. You got a front yard to enjoy. You're lucky. Just stay home. Or you can walk around the neighborhood or something. Or get delivery. Look, I'm sorry for ranting. I did see my therapist today. She didn't even know what to say. Because this is unprecedented. That something like this has ever happened before. It's unprecedented. Look at that. Trash. Unbelievable. That bum moved me. They were giving me fingers. This is what I show you. People feel sorry for the homeless. Look at the way they acted. How can you feel sorry for people like that? I don't. There's Jeff in there. Jeff was in there too. Strung out like he always is. I'm sorry, guys. That pissed me off. That's why I didn't want to come here today. I didn't want to. Should have maybe gone to the Wendy's. But again, I wouldn't be able to eat in there. If you got a house and you got a car, it's not so bad. For people like us, I feel there should be a waiver. People with disabilities like me, we should be allowed to sit down. Everybody else doesn't have disability, they won't. But I think we should be allowed. All right? I really do. But that's not going to happen. I know, they got to stop the spread of this disease. It's just the timing of this whole thing. The noise. Imagine hearing sawing, banging. Then they got this stupid jackhammer that's like loud, that vibrates the whole floor. Even if I put my headphones on, I can feel them in my body. You know? How can you stay home when it's like that? I can't. I have to be out. Had it with these bums. Because, you know, this is an important part of my life, you know. It's being taken away. I don't have much in my life, you know. Sorry, this is just me dealing with the reaction. So you're going to hear me say sometimes irrational things, you know, rash things, because I'm reacting to this. All right. Macy's is looking pretty bare. Oh my God, it looks like a hurricane hit this place. Clothes on the floor. Unbelievable. There's too many people in here. It's probably gonna be the last days while it is closing. Last 6 days, won't even be 6 days, because they're gonna shut these things down. Let's go. Store fixtures for sale upstairs. Sir? I'm not going upstairs. I don't even want to be in here. I really don't. Let's go into the mall. This is horrible. I gotta get out of here. A lot of places in the mall shut down. Probably the last time I'll be in the mall for a while. And the music's on, so I'm gonna have to mute the audio. These places are closed. Look at all these businesses that are gonna suffer. It's gonna be horrible. It's Forever 21. I just want to I just want to be out in the Pine Barrens, away from this. It's worse going out. I wish I could have just stayed home. This was a mistake. Should have stayed home. Let's take a look at this. I'm showing you this one last time, all right? Because I don't want to make any more. Let's see. Some places are open. Arby's is shut down. Movies is closed. I don't want to get yelled at in here, so let me just. Completely empty. Life is truly going to suck for a while. It's going to suck for a long, long while. Because they're getting ready to shut them all down. See, New Jersey just shut all their malls down, and we need to do the same thing. This shouldn't even be open today. I'm glad a lot of people are staying home, except for the Macy's. I'm glad the food court is closed, because it should be. I'm glad H&M is closed. So IKEA is shut down too. And they should be. This should all be shut down. It's not essential. All right, so this is, you have a sign that says these are the hours. Reduced, no, it should be closed. It should be closed. All right. I'm glad IKEA closed. All right, got to stop the spread of this disease. Honestly, I feel guilty for being out here. All right. I mean, yeah, go for a walk, but it's stupid noise. And if it wasn't for that, I could be home. I'm sorry to rant. I really am. At least the smoking situation is no longer an issue. Yeah, Roosevelt Field was a much better experience yesterday. This mall is... Seeing that Macy's like that, oh my God. And the bums and just Skidsville. That's what you get here in Skidsville. I'm still scared of having a lockdown. I'm still scared of that. The media likes to use that word a lot, lockdown. Like I said, I can't be forced to stay inside, and I won't be. People have a right to go out and walk around and exercise, you know. But you can't be going here. You can't be going to these malls. They gotta close them up. It upset me, the amount of people that were on the train. I was not expecting that. Well, hopefully I can sit outside and have my meal. If not, hopefully they're even open. If they're not, then I'll just have to go home. And it was upsetting. Very upsetting. Should not have gone in there. Very upsetting. And still, nobody mentioned the impact this is going to have on people like us with mental illness. No one has ever done that. No one has ever mentioned that. That's what really, really, really upsets me. All right, for an average person, especially here on Long Island with their own house, it's not going to be that bad. Average person has family. They don't live alone. I'm not your average person. And I got my own problems that I have to deal with, that I'm coping with right now. You know? God, your people in the houses are lucky. Go have a barbecue. Watch TV. Spend some time with the family. You know, for loners like us, we're stuck. It's horrible. I'm just worried when de Blasio did the hopefully that doesn't happen here. I don't think it will. I mean, when he says unnecessary travel, what does that mean, you know? I mean, it's kind of necessary to go outside and walk around and get some fresh air. It's kind of necessary, you know. Unnecessary is going to the mall. The mall should have been closed last night. If people aren't taking it, people don't take this seriously enough. I still don't think they're taking it seriously enough, and that scares me. I mean, nobody's practicing social distancing. You saw that train. And I guess that's why the railroad's still running their regular service, because I know people have to go to work. I know. Especially the construction workers. That's what I'm saying. If you stop the construction, those people would stay home, but then they're not going to get a paycheck, so. And we still have these planes coming in. There's one right there. I can't see it, but it's up there. I don't care. It's beautiful out here. I'll sit outside. That's no problem. Honestly, it's beautiful. I just want people to listen to the instructions, all right? And if you do have to go out, look at what I'm trying to do, all right, when I'm out here. I'm trying to avoid any close contact with anyone. I'm trying to stay 6 feet away, all right? That's the CDC guideline, 6 feet. All right? Wash your hands whenever you can. Sanitize. You know, it's not that hard. I've actually been trying to do social distancing my whole life. That's probably why I don't have a girlfriend. Joke! But, I'm hoping tomorrow we'll have some clear skies. I can get to the Pine Barrens. Like I said, as long as I can get to the Pine Barrens, I get through this. I'm going to get upset at times, but if I can't get to the Pine Barrens, there's no way I'm going to be able to stay where I'm at right now. Absolutely no way. Well, luckily they were open. I just sat. It's nice. It was nice. The sun was out, and then I was enjoying the sunshine out there, and then being outside, and then the sun went away. Yeah. Put on a little bit of Sunny Radio, which is a great radio station that just came on the air. I think I told you about in another video. So Broadway Diner is closed. I feel so bad for everybody. This is the impact of what this does. So it says, sorry, we are closed right here. Sorry, we are closed. Really sad. I really feel bad for these businesses. You know, all the people that are laid off. It's terrible. So I'll show you what Five Guys is doing. They're open to go. They're actually bringing it out to people in their cars, which is good. I actually saw that. So, isn't it great if you got a car, you can just eat in your car, man. Some things like cars and houses are really good things to have, you know. Don't have a car and you live in a small apartment, it's not as easy to deal with. And Hoboken, they're just saying, no, they want everybody to stay inside to do shelter-in-place orders, which I think is that I do believe is an abuse of power. All right, it's one thing you close the places down, but you can't force people to stay inside. All right, that's against the Constitution. All right, somebody wants to go out for a walk, they should be allowed to go out for a walk. And it comes down to it, like I said, I will go out for a walk, and nobody's going to stop me. So, you understand, if you ever listen to construction noise, it's very loud, all right? If you've ever heard jackhammers, they're using jackhammers in there, they're using saws, they're banging like no tomorrow. I mean, who can deal with that, you know? Still a lot of traffic, all this traffic. This is the problem. Well, people are still out working, I guess. Maybe they're going to the supermarket. I don't know. Well, I'm going to go back in that depressing mall. IKEA. Oh, well, you know the last time I saw this parking lot empty? It was supposed to be this big snowstorm. And they were saying it was going to be a huge snowstorm, and it turned out to be half the amount. And a lot of places were closed for it. A lot of places were shut down. Almost everything was shut down. And the snowstorm never materialized. Well, it did. We got snow, and then it stopped, and then it just changed to rain. I don't know how many inches we got, but they were calling for like 18 to 24 or something, and we only got about 8. This was a couple of years ago. The mall is still open, and they still haven't issued any orders about closing the malls down. They really need to close these malls down. All right. Most of these places are closed anyway. The mall should not be open. It's not essential. Going to the mall is not essential. Going outside is somewhat essential. Going to the mall is not. There's Panera. Take another look at the mall here. Oh, the dental office is open. Well, that might be considered essential, the dental. I mean, it depends. If it's a dental emergency, it is essential. Yeah. Alright, well, this is what it looks like, so. Yep, Macy's is shutting down too. It'll be the end for this Macy's. Yep, there goes Macy's. Closing for the last time. Now it's really getting deserted. Another sad song. The main ingredient, Just Don't Want to Be Lonely. It's like one sad song after another. Get me out of here before I cry. The rest of the clothes in there. They're just giving them away to people. There are other people that need them more than me, so A couple of maybe some homeless people. You know, that's it. It's the end of the road for Macy's at Broadway Commons. They said 6 days, but they're shutting it down today. That's it, folks. That's all she wrote. It's shut down. That's all she wrote for Macy's at Broadway Commons. Goodbye, Macy's. Some people on it, not too many. We'll look at the trains, and then I'm going to wrap up this video. Hopefully those bums aren't there. I hope the police took them away. I'm going to be really pissed if they're still there. It just feels like it does feel like the end of the world. It just feels like it, you know. It's not like the world is ending, but it feels like this, you know, civilization is ending. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like that. Meanwhile, the people who started this, China, they're getting back to normal. They're opening up the stores again. So they're going to get on with their lives while the rest of us are screwed for a little while. It's another thing. It's another thing about Trump. He had another press conference today. He's like, China, they've been great. They've been great. No, they haven't been great. They screwed the whole world over, all right? By not containing this virus. They should have been able to contain it. They should have been able to contain it within Wuhan, and that would have been the end of it. But they didn't. And they left their borders open for people to travel out of China and carry the virus with them and spread it around the world. I don't know if you hear that. It's another ambulance. I'm hearing a lot of ambulances. I hope it's not another. I hope it's not a call for somebody who has the virus and is dying. Trains coming.
Penn Station is expected to arrive on track.
Train pulling in. Let's see how crowded it is. Oh, it's empty. It's a Ronkonkoma train. Very good. The train is empty. Very good. People are staying home. Very good. A lot of masks. Well, we'll see if those bumps are still there. People are staying home. Ronkonkoma trains are usually always packed, so that's good. I spoke with the guy downstairs. He said they plan on keeping running, but they're probably going to get rid of all the peak service. So that's the smart thing to do. It's not enough ridership to support it. But, yep. So, here we go. So don't worry. You know, of course I constantly worry. It's my disease. But, you know, as long as I can get outside, get some fresh air, get to the Pine Barrens, go for my hikes, I can get through this. It's going to be rough, but, you know, I can't be locked inside. But hopefully, there's a light at the end of this tunnel, so that's going to wrap up this video here as the sun tries to break through the clouds here. Take care. I'm praying for America. I'm praying for the world right now as we hopefully try and stop this virus and save lives here, all right? Because life is the most important thing. You know, just do what you can. Avoid people. I mean, if you go out, just go out and walk around, you know, outside. Don't go be around other people, all right? So that's the key. Try to avoid, you know, 6 feet distance. But nobody's keeping me inside. Nobody's keeping me away from the woods. You can rest assured of that. You know, so that's going to be it. Take care and be well. All right, take all the precautions you can. We will get through this. Somehow there is a light at the end of the tunnel. God is looking out for us. If you don't, you know, even if you don't believe in religion, it's a good time to start praying, and I think we'll be all right. So take care, and God bless all of you.